Morning peeps, good morning everyone, how's everyone doing? Hopefully you guys are all doing well. Don't forget, if you're new to the channel, like, share, subscribe. I just got out of the gym and I don't know why I'm telling you guys this, but I murdered it. You know when you have those gym sessions that just remind you that you've still got it a little bit. And look, I'm not a young spring chicken anymore, so I need to be reminded that I can still keep up with those young kids. And I can. And I'm going to be 44 in March. So I'm proud of myself. All right. So yes, I'm bragging and I'm boasting right now that I murdered the gym. What I might need to do, obviously last year we did the road to 175 pounds, which was very, very tough, but we got it done, right? We ticked the box. I'm trying to think of another challenge like I can do. Something that I will record, a 6-week challenge, or maybe even something shorter, 4-week, 5-week challenge. I'm trying to think of, what do you guys want me to do? What do you think I can do? I'm not going to have a fight, so don't say that, because this is a boxing YouTube channel. We're not going to fight. I'm not stupid. What do you think I can do? I was thinking of something, I don't know, like a 100-meter sprint. Like what was I able to sprint when I was, because I was actually quite fast when I was like 13, 14. How close could I get to that at nearly 44? Right? You know what else we need to do, by the way? We need to do a live. We haven't done a live for about a year. Honestly, I can't remember the last time I did a live. I'm going to say it's about a year. So we need to do a live. I know a few of you have asked, Ade, what's going on with the lives? We used to do them every Sunday. For all of you newcomers, you probably won't know this, but we used to do a Sunday session live. And they went on for hours. I used to do live watch-alongs of all the big fights, but I'm at all the big fights now, so we can't really do those anymore. But I'm thinking to do a live this Saturday. I'm not doing anything on Saturday. It's a free day. There's no Premier League football, so we might do a live this Saturday. I'll let you know throughout the week. But pencil it in, 7 p.m. this Saturday, a live. All right, what's going on in the crazy world of boxing? Here we go, crazy. Charlo hit with DWI charge after crashing Lamborghini. Yeah, that's, I don't take the Charlo brothers serious. Like, don't. Like, Charlo hasn't fought since fighting Canelo. Like, you know what, yeah, everything about, like, whatever seriousness, like, look, respect to both of them, right? They're fighters, they get in the ring, I get all that kind of stuff, yeah? But my respect, especially for Jamel, went in the Canelo fight, in the lead up to the Canelo fight, after the Canelo fight. Again, this is a guy that was talking so much trash about Canelo. So I was like, whoa, here we go. Like, this is it now. We're going to see one of the Charlos versus Canelo. You know what I mean? These guys, you know, they're from the hood. We're going to start. Nothing. In the press conference, nothing. Look at Edgar Berlanga as an example. Edgar Berlanga might get beat by Canelo, probably will get beat by Canelo. At the press conference, this guy is putting it on Canelo. Like, you ain't trying to bully me. I ain't fucking taking that bullshit from you. He's doing it. He's not backing down. And in the fight, you guys know Edgar Berlanga is not going to fight on the back foot. He's going to go for it. So he's going to do everything that I thought Charlo would do. And then, I mean, to top it off, the icing on the cake, we haven't seen Charlo since that defeat. Like, just vanished. Because he was very embarrassing in that defeat. And his brother, Charlo's just crashed his Lamborghini. Driving whilst under influence. It is what it is. Inoue and TJ Doheny. Is it Doheny or Doheny? I think it's Doheny. Made weight ahead of their undisputed battle. It's weird, these fights, and it's always a strange time and strange day. This is the only argument I would have to wanting to see Inoue fight outside of Japan, whether it be over here, whether it be in Saudi Arabia, whether it be in America, just so that we can all kind of gather around and watch him at what we consider normal boxing times. You know, do you know what I mean? Like, these fights at like 11 in the morning on a Tuesday are kind of strange. I am doing nothing tomorrow, so I will 100% watch all of it. But it is kind of strange to see him fight at this time. But I mean, look, let's see what happens with Inoue. Let's see. Doheny's an interesting one. The first portion of his career was all Australia. Then he's had this little American run, where he became a world champion, I believe. And now he's had this run in Japan, where I think he's stopped 3 of his last 4 opponents. So he's a viable opponent. I know a lot of people are screaming it's not what they wanted to see. This guy can come and fight. He can come and fight. Will he lose? Of course. This is Inoue we're talking about, but he'll come and give it a go. Daniel Dubois, Anthony Joshua was the king, but I'm the king slayer. You know, the face-off is out. I've not watched it. I hate watching those things back. I really do. The only one that I've watched back that I was like, I watched back several times of the ones I've done was Ben Eubank. Ben Eubank, and the fucking fight didn't happen. That one I watched back because it just, for me, I knew it was good. You know what I mean? Some of these, I'm not quite sure how the edit's going to go. I'm just not sure. I didn't get a vibe, a feeling that this was like really, really good. A few of you reached out to me and says you enjoyed it. I think the presence of Frank and Eddie helped because you guys probably saw in that Dubois doesn't really talk so much. But there's something about not talking. I don't mind it. It's difficult for me, obviously, doing the face-off. I want to get something from you. But I don't mind that. That's just him. I can't try and change him to be something else. That's just him. But which is why Frank was there. Thank God Frank was there. But look, I mean, the fight's fast approaching now. We don't have to wait that long. It's just over 2 weeks away. And yeah, again, I think people's opinions on this fight have completely changed. That when this fight was rumored, it was like AJ Dubois. Blah. As this fight got made, it was like, you know what? Yeah, Dubois can cause AJ some problems. Now, if you were to ask 100 people, the majority still will be AJ. But I think it's a 75-25 split. Whereas, again, you asked this 4 or 5 months ago, I think it's fucking nearly a shutout to AJ. So, look, a lot of people expect AJ to win, but I think the boxing people know that Dubois will provide a real threat. A real threat. He will. AJ's looking good, I've been told, in sparring. Obviously, it's another camp with Ben Davison as well, so those two must be like that now. AJ's a real thinker. Ben and Lee Wiley are real thinkers, that they will watch tape and watch tape and watch tape, and I think AJ likes that. He likes that. Some trainers aren't that, right? Some trainers won't do that. They're very analytical. So I think AJ likes that kind of trainer, likes that kind of thought process, likes that kind of mindset, because it's very similar to his as well. But look, Dubois is going to, having watched tapes recently of Dubois, especially that Hrgović fight, what he does do, and I think I've said this already, so apologies, he closes the gap really quickly. And with closing it, he's right in front of you, and it's all elbows and heads, it's all that kind of nasty shit. So AJ's got to be able to really create some angles here so he can throw those hooks and uppercuts. I think AJ is probably better than Dubois in every department. But that's not me shutting down or shitting on Dubois. Like if AJ's right hand, I think's a 9, then Dubois is an 8.5. Do you know what I mean? So it's very, very close. Dubois might have the better foot speed, He might be. And look, I mean, Lawrence Okoli said a couple of weeks ago that he thinks Dubois hits harder. So, maybe I've read that wrong. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe does Dubois have the better chin? I don't know. I mean, because what he did say, and I've seen the little clips in the face of what I think I asked him about taking those right hands off Hrgović, and he said, could AJ take them? So it's almost as though he's positioning himself to kind of say, I've got a better chin than you. So I do find it fascinating. I think they've asked for more tickets, right? It sold out the 90,000. I think they're trying to push it. The record is 94. I think they're trying to push it to 96, 97. I do think now that Oasis have reunited, the fact that they've got Liam Gallagher playing is insanely big, isn't it? Now, all of a sudden, that's just enormous, because the Oasis hype's massive, and all of a sudden, you've got Liam Gallagher playing. Will he play a couple of Oasis tunes? I guess he will, rather than his own material. So, look, very, very excited about it. Obviously, I don't take for granted the fact that I'm working on it. I don't know if I'm presenting it or Kate Abdo, but just to be involved in it is going to be crazy. Just to do that in-ring interview in front of 100,000 people, wherever it's going to be, the millions watching worldwide, whoever wins is something I would never, ever, ever take for granted. So looking forward to it. Looking forward to the undercard as well. And fight week for us starts on the 15th, I think. I think the first event, the Grand Arrivals, is the 15th, and the whole week. I haven't seen the Pacheco fight, and I haven't seen Chev Clark's fight yet as well. I will watch him. I should have watched him before doing this video. Pacheco, I did see what stopped Selecki to the body, and there was a few people that told me that, and I don't know, because you read the comments, and reading the comments about the Chev Clark fight, I see the majority, 90% of the comments were like, come on, Chev Clark won that. But there was some that were saying the other guy got robbed. Again, I need to watch it. But hopefully Chev looked good in his American debut. I think Chev's a good fighter, but What I think and what's true could be completely different. Josh Warrington says he feels good. He feels the good kind of fear ahead of Anthony Kakache fight. Yeah. I mean, Kakache huge, man. Kakache huge. Like, Josh is coming up. Like, Kakache's huge for super feather. It really is. Josh is coming up, and Josh wasn't a big feather. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't like Josh was this big feather that it was, boiling down to the weight. So there will be, come fight night, the size difference will look enormous between these guys. So good luck to Josh. Josh's work rate could be key here, but Kakache obviously goes in as a favourite. Angry Liam Smith ready to punish clever Josh Kelly, then Chris Eubank Jr. Tough fight, this one. Tough fight. Obviously, look, Liam's been wrote off, coming off a defeat, a bad one to Chris Eubank Jr. Josh Kelly's only defeat is to Avanesian. He's looked good at 154 pounds. The question will always be, what's left in Liam Smith? What's the ambition? He's been a world champion. He's had those big fights. You think about it now, Canelo, Munguia, Eubank, Liam Williams, these are all big fights. So he's kind of done what he needed to do in the sport. He's made some good money, hopefully, as well. So you kind of wonder, what is it? What's the want? Whereas Josh hasn't done any of those things. Josh hasn't been in those big fights. Josh wasn't a world champion. So Josh's hunger should be for the roof here. I mean, again, these people are going to walk out to thousands of fans. Like, it's going to be, this pay-per-view, I think, will do really big numbers, So look, I favour Josh in this one, but I will certainly not sleep on Liam. I think Liam has fought the better opposition and has done okay in that opposition. So we'll see. We'll see how it gets on. Regis Prograis, Jack Catterall's resume can't compare with mine. This isn't about resumes. This fight isn't about resumes. It's what have you got left. This is what this fight is about. What have you got left? And I don't know. Look, it could have just been one of those nights against Devon, but Devon just... It was embarrassing at state. Devon was jumping up in weight. Regis is the world champion, and Regis couldn't lay a glove on him. He made Devon look like Floyd Mayweather that night. So Jack Catterall's resume doesn't compare. So what? Jack's very difficult, very sneaky. I'd be shocked if Regis beats Jack Catterall. I really do. I don't know if there's anything left, but when your back's against the wall like it is with Regis and people writing you off, you might have that kind of grit, that kind of bite. Like, okay, I'll show you, motherfuckers. Okay, watch this. So it might be that, but I doubt it. I think Jack gets the job done, although I'm not quite sure about Jack's injury. Anything else? Little bits and bobs. Obviously, look, we'll do videos every day. I'm not joking, every day throughout this week. But yeah, it's good. Very good. I'm happy to have this one. Johnny Fisher. Obviously, look, there was supposed to be that Dalton Smith card in Sheffield. Dalton Smith got injured. And it felt like the fight card was done. They've moved the fight card down to the copper box. Johnny Fisher will headline now, which I think is against Rudenko. That's really good for all the fighters as well, because I've been saying, where are the fight cards? So this is good that there is a fight card. And that copper box, I feel like, will become the home of Johnny Fisher as well. I mean, he will eventually outgrow it because he can shift more than 6,000 to 7,000 tickets. But I think it's a very good starting point for him. And then we'll see where he goes, whether or not he can get those big fights to have a fight in the O2 Arena or wherever, right? But I'm happy the fight card's going ahead. Guys, girls, we are out of here.